Assalamu alaikum everyone from downtown Cairo in Egypt. It's my first day here. We're gonna have a little wander around and see what streets are like here. So I managed to get a hotel literally just in the center of Cairo. As you can tell by the noise, this is probably the quietest I've ever seen it. Yeah, I couldn't say I got the best sleep last night. My window was on that street over there on the other side of that hotel. So yeah, literally like honking all day long. I don't know what to expect. Apparently it's one of the most chaotic cities on earth. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's give Cairo a little go. Assalamu alaikum. But everyone's very friendly here. People do smile. People will come up to you in the streets. I did a very, very rough walk yesterday. And yeah, people do come up to you and they do say hello. People are very curious when they see somebody walk around with a camera here. Let's cross the road and let's have a little look further. So I think where we're going to walk today, we're coming up through there and then up to somewhere called Ramses Square, which I've been told is like the heart of Cairo. It's mad chaos. There's people everywhere. There's street sellers. Yeah, this should be a very interesting place. Oh, it's a bit of a death trap. There's just random parts of the road where you just fall into it. It is absolute chaos. I don't know if I can film this in one go, or it's going to be multiple clips. Sugar. Or it's going to be multiple clips. I have no idea. Salam alaikum. See, very friendly people here. That's my first impression so far. People are very extroverted here. I've been told the country we're going to next, Jordan, apparently it's a lot more introverted. People don't want to talk as much there. But obviously you're much less likely to get scammed there as well. So yeah, let's have a little look. I don't know if this is like a subway. What the hell is this? Can we go down here? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm assuming this is how we cross the road here in Cairo. It is pitch black, so I'm actually going to take my... Oh, this can't be official. Is this official?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Momji.
Momji. Hello. Tasharafna. Very friendly people here. Egyptian people, very good. I like. Are they your ducks?
Yeah.
They're your ducks.
Oh.
You take them here. Ah.
Yeah. يلا تعرفوا ايش يما؟ خلي صور ان شاء الله تطلع في الحوادث.
تشرفنا. شكرا. Nice to meet you. تشرفنا حبيبي. Well, lovely ladies. Bye. I quite like Egypt. I hated it yesterday. I thought I was going to make a video saying why I had to leave Egypt. Everyone's nice. Weirdly, I think, I've got a theory, guys. I think Egypt's actually really nice if you go off the beaten path. I know no one really goes to Cairo anyway, but yesterday was horrible. And I wanted to leave within like an hour. It was chaotic, polluted. It still is chaotic and polluted, but at least people are nice, and that makes or breaks a place. Like, that's the kind of interaction you would get in Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, somewhere like that. So yeah, I'm very happy that that's happened. Thank you very much, my friend. Tasharafna, habibi. Habibi. Okay, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, people are helping me with directions. What's going on? I'm a bit shocked. I thought I hated this place, but I've completely changed my mind thanks to the kindness of locals. Maybe you get treated better when you're walking on your own. I don't know. But I don't know. He's still watching me. I don't know where the fuck I'm going, mate, to be honest. I don't know where the fuck we're going, but we're just gonna go this way. Maybe it's this way. Maybe he's watching me thinking, that stupid tourist. Maybe he was asking for money at the end, because he did stop and say something and I was just like shukran and walked off. But he was nice, he was smiling. So yeah, there's a culture of Bakshish, they call it here. Basically it's giving money for like things people in most countries would do for free, like asking directions, and then you like charge them. So he was probably asking for money, but he seemed nice, he wasn't pushy about it. So I guess it's the culture here, right? So as a foreigner, I'm not going to tell countries what they can and can't do. Whether I agree with it or not, it's a different bloody story. I think it's a bit X, Y, and Z, but I'm not going to tell them what they can and can't do in their own country, obviously. Unlike my country, where my own government persecutes British people for speaking up against tyranny, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I think the main way to cross is to actually go onto the road and walk that way. Yeah, it's just mad and surreal to be in Egypt, see the pyramids obviously, and to see what life is like walking down the streets. I mean, as I was saying last night, if you come here for a peaceful vacation or holiday, you don't want to be stared at, you want people to approach you. This is probably like the worst place you could possibly go, but if you just want to embrace the chaos, this is a pretty good place to go. To be fair though, compared to last night when the streets were absolutely rammed and it was absolute chaos, it seems very, very calm. Very, very calm today in comparison. I mean, look at this, like the streets. What's absolutely mad though is, despite having one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world here, literally just down the road, I am the only white guy here. Like, you'd think some people would venture into Cairo, but it seems like no one's doing it. Maybe for good reason. Like, there is a lot of like trash everywhere obviously, but it is a big city in Africa / Middle East at the end of the day. It'll be interesting to compare, and I might do a comparison video actually, Cairo compared to Amman in Jordan. And we're planning to do some Syrian border towns, obviously Petra, and a few other bits and bobs, so stay tuned for that. Literally, it was bad yesterday when it was me and my mate. We were walking down a street very similar to this, and literally everyone was staring at us. But try doing it on your own, and try doing it whilst filming yourself on a little stick. Can you imagine the stairs in comparison? You've just got to sort of walk through it, I guess. There's no other choice. But yeah, I'm going to India next year as well, so I can imagine this is potentially what India's like. But the biggest culture shock of Cairo is definitely the difference between how busy it is in the evening versus how busy it is in the morning. Like in the evening, literally until the early hours, see if we can cross, literally until the early hours of the morning, they were like, the streets were absolutely like, I shit you not. I've got a few videos on my phone actually, which I can overlay now. But these streets were literally like rammed with people. Whereas now, to be fair, could be Thailand, minus like the litter everywhere and graffiti. I think I've just inhaled a lot of pollution. Oh my God. A lot of people, they said, don't come here. It's dangerous. You'll get mugged. But to be fair, you'll get scams. Don't get me wrong. This is probably the first video I'll post. But from what I've heard, going to, especially in particular the Giza area, like, yeah, you will be scammed. And even yesterday, we've already been scammed. We've been here for like 8 hours probably. 6 of them I was in bed. And yeah, we asked where one of the markets were, just so we could get some food. And the dude's like, yeah, follow me, mate, follow me. I'm like, oh, Egyptian hospitality. Takes me to his fucking shop, doesn't he? Takes me to his bloody shop. Just stepped in like, God knows, a general gunk, I guess. Yeah, he just takes me to his shop. Like, mate, you just lied to my face. And then he takes me back to the same underpass that we were passing. And then he goes, oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot, it's actually this way. I'm like, oh, did you, mate? So, yeah, get prepared to be lied to your face here. But then saying that, it's very mixed feelings, to be honest, because some people have been very nice. I sat next to 2 Egyptian girls on the plane, and they were very, very chatty, very, very friendly, and they were teaching me a few words in Arabic, which hopefully I'll get to use today as well. So yeah, it's a very mixed bag, guys. Very mixed bag so far, but I do really like the architecture here. Look at the beautiful mosque up there. There's some old British colonial architecture there. Absolutely crazy. What a contrast between like European and Islamic in the same place. It's very, very cool to see. It really, really is. And another thing I've noticed as well, everywhere you go, you'll sort of see these little Pepsi stores, and they'll sell crisps. And they always put them in these little boxes here that you can take out. But you'll see these in most parts of Cairo. You can stock up on some crisps, some Coke, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's very, very cheap as well. As long as you don't get scammed, it is very, very cheap when you do go here for like restaurants, that sort of thing. But they don't include service charge. They don't include tips. They're always going to ask for a tip. They don't give you your change back. That's what happened yesterday. They just didn't give back the change. And it was like a good 20%, I would say, of the price of the meal. Yeah, and they just didn't give us the change back. So that is really beautiful, actually. Check this out. That is quite possibly, and I've done like Istanbul, which is home to many beautiful mosques. That is one of the most beautiful mosques I've ever seen in my life. That is very, very beautiful. I think the guy yesterday, the semi-scammer, was like, there's 453, he said, so 453 mosques in Cairo. Don't know if that's more or less than London. Now this is more of the Cairo I wanted to show you, and it's still only about like 10% what it was yesterday, but even off camera I've had some lovely guy who was like, Habibi, welcome to Egypt. So yeah, the hospitality is pretty good. Basically, I think I've sussed it out. I think as long as they don't work in service, then, or a shop, then they're probably not going to scam you, and they're probably actually really welcoming, good people. But as soon as they're in a shop or service, you're just going to get like fucked over, basically. But yeah, check out any of these like little minivans there are here. This is called Ramses Square, I believe. So it's a massive, massive roundabout. I'm going to see if I can show you like the inside of the roundabout. Assalamu alaikum. Salam alaikum. Tasharafna, my friends. Tasharafna. Yeah, very friendly people here, but let's go into the centre, see if we don't get run over. This is exactly what I wanted to show you guys, actually. This is like proper Cairo. It's exciting stuff. Like, do you want to sleep in it? Like, no. But it is really cool to see in the day, just all the people, all the buses, and once again you've got the different architectures in the background as well. And check out the absolute chaos. I don't know why people are standing in the road here. I don't know if it's people trying to cross the road or something like that, but yeah, check it out. Absolute chaos here. So I can imagine this is maybe what like India's like, with all the crowds, that sort of thing. I don't know what we're watching. I don't know what we're watching, to be honest, but maybe we can get like a better view of the traffic. And then the idea is we're gonna, I think I've got time actually before my friend wakes up to go round, I think it's one of those roads back there, and I can show you hopefully where we went last night, where it was absolute fucking chaos. So fuck it out, look at that, it's through the crowd. Wow, this is Cairo, guys. Absolute mental, isn't it? Absolute mental. Fuck it hell. Yeah, they're like a good underpass here as well. But believe it or not, you're probably less likely to get stabbed than in London. So there is that. The flies are fucking brutal here as well. Literally, usually when you're in England or Europe or even bloody like Asia, if you flick off, oh hello doggy, if you flick off a fly, usually they go away, but look at his little feet. Hello doggy. The dude in the airport, he was teaching me a few Arabic words, and I'm pretty sure he taught me how to say dog in Arabic, but I've completely forgotten, to be honest. I just haven't been using it in conversation. I know bikem means how much, so I'll be using that a lot. But check it out, you've got like the police in the trucks trying to direct traffic. Now I'm going to show you one of the markets here. Hopefully it's still running, because yesterday this was even more chaotic than here. Like, that was cool, but I think we can top that. I just don't really know. Oh, another dog in the street. Hello doggy. Don't really know where I'm going, to be honest with you, but maybe it's down here. We're just going to go this way anyway. It looks cool. There's some old buildings here. More of like these vans. Literally everywhere you go there are these vans. I'm assuming they're very cheap, but I don't really know how they work. If you hail them, they stop anywhere. There's like specific stops, but they don't say on the truck like where they're going, so I don't really know. Check out all the flatbreads they do. But you've got obviously pomegranate juice is a massive thing in the Middle East. You'll find little stalls like them everywhere. I want to try it in Jordan though. I heard that's one of the best ones, because a lot of Syrian refugees live in Jordan, same with Palestine, and that's like, I swear to God, it's like the national drink of Syria, I'm pretty sure. and I also need to check where I'm going before I just walk into like the ghetto, which some would argue I already am in. I mean, it doesn't look great, does it? But, and I don't know why there's a camel sign here either, but there is a camel sign. Not entirely sure why there's a camel sign, but there is a camel sign. The stairs are intensifying. I'm pretty sure I'm in the hood now. Assalamu alaikum. Salam. Yeah, let's go back on the pavement and see what else we can find. I'm sure it's only going to get interesting, more interesting, shall I say, when we go down here. Like, what is in here? I do not know. Nobody knows. It's just a random alleyway. Very much a culture shock. I'm so glad. I mean, it's probably not going to be as visually interesting compared to last night when it was like pure chaos. But I'm kind of glad I came out in the morning because it's so much easier to film when it's more relaxed. Whereas literally yesterday, I didn't go down this street, but the street we're going to eventually was literally like rammed. So I don't know if it's going to be like that today or not. We'll find out very shortly. To be honest, guys, it's just like London really, or at least some parts of London, minus the honking. But the litter's just as bad in like Bethnal Green or Poplar or somewhere like that, you know. Even the language is basically the same as London. It definitely seems like one of those cities that comes out more at night, which makes sense with the heat, but you'd think maybe they'd open them in the morning and at night, like in Spain, Latin America, those kind of places. But literally not much is open. There's a few like cafes, but most of the locals, to be honest, are sat beside their houses smoking shisha, or like delivering flatbreads. That seems like the go-to breakfast choice here. The stairs continue, guys. This is a mad experience. Oh my god. Honestly, I'd say like 90% of the social interactions on this video, on this journey, should I say, have been off camera as well. It's mental. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum, brother. Tasharafna. Do you sell water? Do you sell water to drink? Water, yeah. You sell. Salam alaikum, brother. Salam alaikum. Do you have water to drink? Water? Yeah, to buy. Ah, shukran. Ah, thank you very much. Yeah, let's grab some water, guys, because I'm so thirsty. I kind of want to try some of these dishes, these drinks, should I say, as well. Weekend, brother. I don't speak Arabic, brother, sorry. I only know Bikem. That's all I know. £6. £6? Yeah. Shukran. For you, the rest is okay, brother. Shukran. That's right. Oh, thank you, man. That's very kind of you.
Thank you.
Tasharafna, my friend. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too, brother. You too. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. I was gonna leave Egypt, but I think I might stay. I reckon, as I say, I think it's just people who work in the with tourists, and they'll just fuck you over. Like the people who brought me in. And yeah, I fell for it. I'm sorry, I fell for it. I brought those like papyrus scroll things, and I did want one. They are really, really cool. Yeah, they're really, really cool, and I did kind of want to buy one anyway. And they're a lot cheaper than some other places that I was reading online. It wasn't a bad deal, but yeah, we did end up buying it in the end, despite at the beginning saying that we weren't gonna buy anything or fall for any scams. But I mean, it's one of those places more like damage control rather than just trying to avoid scams completely. Like, people will do that, but as you saw from those guys, I tried to even say, look, it's like £6, 6 Egyptian pounds, which is like what, 1p. I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest water I've ever bought in my life. I don't know if I was speaking Arabic or not, because I don't know. Yesterday I brought water and it cost 30 Egyptian pounds, so make it make sense. But I'm pretty sure I said assalamu alaikum then, so maybe it just depends. Maybe I'm in a more local area. I think yesterday, because I was near Kano Khalili Market, I think that's one of like the few tourist spots in Cairo, so maybe they were charging more. But even 30 Egyptian pounds, it's not very much, to be honest. I don't know what 30 is like to the locals here. Maybe it's quite a lot, but 6 is, I think I got a local price, which is very good. It's very, very good. What is this? Can I go in here? It's like a beautiful pub, but I don't know if I can go in. I know there's like turnstiles and stuff, so I'm assuming I can't go in, but I'll just take a photo from the outside. Yeah, I'm being deaf stared. Maybe I shouldn't go in there. I just need to check where I'm going on Google Maps. It's very hard to vlog Google Maps, greet people, shake hands, and drink water, and not die in the roads at the same time. How am I supposed to cross that? There's no way I'm crossing that. There's got to be, oh, there is an underpass. Thank God for these underpasses, otherwise, yeah, I'll be dead. I thought Romania was bad for this, but obviously here is another kettle of fish, let me put it that way. Ever wonder what an Egyptian lift is like, guys? Well, it's a very weird one. I've never seen this before, but it's basically like a big cage with doors that open like this. I've never experienced this before, and then you've got to get out of the cage. So I think you just give it a big old push. Let me show you my hotel, it's very weird. There's a hotel inside the hotel. How weird is this, right? So, close the cage, right? So reception was on number 4. I'm not staying in this hotel, and there's only one room in this hotel. So I basically got the whole thing to myself. I've got my own private reception, which I can basically go in. There's a room without a number on, so I don't know what the hell that is. And then there's my room, 501, and that is literally it. I have my own little living room. Pretty good for, I think it was like 18 quid a night. Doesn't look as good as the pictures, and they sat down with me at breakfast to force me to write them a 5-star review, but the guy was really nice. So yeah, what are my final thoughts on Cairo? To be fair, I'm a little bit shocked, because especially with women here, I was told don't film them, obviously I'm asking for permission when I film women. Men, to be honest, I'm sticking the camera in their faces a bit, but women, I'm being a bit conservative and do you mind filming? But everyone's like really friendly. Yes, I had a horrible time yesterday, loads of scammers, didn't film any of it. Today I will go to the pyramids though, and I will film that, and that will probably be a special scamming video, because I don't know how bad it will be, but we'll see how bad the scammers are. And with that, I'll see you at the pyramids for the next video. Catch you later.